Hello, everyone. In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to file a business equipment tax reimbursement application, otherwise known as a better return. This is a logged-in activity, so you must have a Maine tax portal username and be logged in to do this. We will begin on the logged-in homepage, also known as the summary screen. For this demonstration, we will navigate to the Better Account panel and select the View and File Returns link. We can see that the current period application is available to file. This link will become available annually once the filing period starts, each August 1st. We will select the File Now link. Please note that there are numerous documents that need to be attached and submitted with this better filing, such as proof of tax paid and Form 801A or 801B, which will be required attachments later in this demonstration. Please note the Save Draft button at the bottom of the screen, which allows you to save your progress and continue filing the return later in the event that you do not have all the required information. You can also cancel your filing by selecting the Cancel button. This will not save your progress. Also, if you need to return to a prior screen to correct information during your filing, you can select the Previous button or click on a previous page name in the blue bar at the top. The third-party designee screen allows the option to add a person for Maine Revenue Services to discuss this return with. If we wish to add a designee, we would select Yes, and then enter the relevant information. Today, we will select No, and then Next to proceed. We are brought to the location screen. If you are filing for equipment located in only a single municipality, you can select No, and then select the municipality from the drop-down menu by typing the beginning of the municipality name or scrolling until you find the correct municipality. This drop-down menu eliminates the need to look up the municipal code. If you do have equipment in multiple municipalities, you will select Yes, and then have the option of listing them individually on the next step or importing your consolidated return. For today's demonstration, we're going to say Yes. We will select the Import Consolidated Return button, select Choose File, browse for our file, and select OK to attach the consolidated return. It's important to note that the original formatting for the spreadsheet needs to be maintained for the import to work, and you should always verify that the values imported are correct. A template for the consolidated spreadsheet can be downloaded using the blue link located under the Import Consolidated Return button. We are also asked to select Yes or No for whether our business receives reimbursement under a Tax Increment Finance Agreement, or TIF, with a municipality. Today we will select No, and then click Next to proceed. We can now see the results from our consolidated return import. You may have noticed the mill rate used in the consolidated spreadsheet was converted to the tax rate when it was imported. This is expected and is done for consistency in math checks for the regular and consolidated returns. The value fields have math checks to ensure that the requested reimbursement is not higher than the valuation times the tax rate. This is to help avoid any keying errors. If we select the zero value and change it, you can see the red exclamation point denoting an error. If the wrong municipal code was used due to a typo, you can select the correct option from the drop-down menu. Any villages listed will need to be replaced by the municipality it resides in, as is required on the paper application as well. If the municipal code is not recognized, the entry will be omitted and can be entered manually. When you enter a municipality for the first tax year, it will automatically add that municipality to the next tax year. If the equipment only resided in that municipality during one of the tax years, but not in the other, you will need to keep the municipality listed for both years and enter 0 for the value and cost for the year the equipment was not located there. Also, if you use the consolidated import functionality, the tax rate will pre-populate on the spreadsheet and import accordingly. If you are entering the tax rate manually or the tax rate didn't appear on the spreadsheet import, you will need to enter the tax rate value before moving on. The $0 tax rate will cause an error. If there are other changes that we need to make, we can do so on this screen. We can also add other municipalities if necessary. Once we are satisfied that the municipal entries are correct, we'll click Next to proceed. This red exclamation icon indicates a required step, and we will not be able to continue until we include an attachment of the signed Form 801A and/or 801B, proof of payment, and copies of our personal property tax bills. These documents can be attached as one combined document or as individual documents. Please note that if any of the required information is missing, this will result in delays in issuing the reimbursement. To add the attachment, select the Add Attachment link, enter a description, click Choose File, browse for the file, and select OK to attach the document. You will need to repeat these steps for each document you wish to add. Once this process is completed, we select Next to proceed. An additional information screen provides a free form text box as an opportunity to provide any additional information to Maine Revenue Services. This is not a required step, but rather an opportunity to provide information if you choose. We do not have any additional information to include, so we're going to select Next. If you would like the reimbursement sent as a direct deposit, you can add the bank information on the direct deposit screen. We do not want a refund to be direct deposit, so we select No, and then click Next to proceed. This summary screen will list the total requested reimbursement. If this is not the value you are expecting, you may select the previous button to go back through the application and review the values entered. Or you can click the previous screen name to which you'd like to go in the blue bar at the top of the screen. This is the reimbursement we were expecting, so we're going to click Next. And we're brought to the declaration screen. This requires us to read the declaration statement and check the box declaring the filing to be true and correct. We are also required to enter the name of the person filing the return. And again for confirmation. And we'll click Submit to transmit the filing to Maine Revenue Services. A confirmation screen displays the confirmation number for your return submission. As always, Maine Revenue Services recommends that you keep this number for your records, as this confirmation number is your proof of filing. That concludes our demonstration of how to file a better return using the Maine Tax Portal. Thank you all for watching.